Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
It's the homie.
Oh, there we go.
I'll recognize Craig's sentience when he also has to deal with depression and anxiety.
Alrighty. Is everyone
Keep
ready?
that up for 3 hours.
I mean, that's a tough.
And I need you to do it while talking.
Unfortunately, I can't do that.
All right, I'll see you next Sunday. Have a good one.
I would love to, because I
Mouth
love
noises, I'm out of here.
The like watching beatboxers that can actually beatbox. I fucking love watching that shit, dude. It's so freaking impressive.
Alrighty. So, we begin today's adventure, zooming back in through the across the lands of Sania, zooming past the illusory dome surrounding the hidden cliffs. Our party is a little bit separated at the moment. This is noon-ish of the next day, following Darina's celebratory non-birthday? Maybe birthday? Nobody's really sure.
Dubbed birthday.
Newly dubbed birthday.
Chosen birthday.
Yeah.
Chosen birthday. I like that. Just for your sake, Newhall, Darina woke up with a very bad hangover.
Yeah,
the
it sounds
following
about
morning.
Right.
You made too many sweets. It didn't mix well.
You refused every water offer.
So Darina decided to hang back at the house for a little bit to recover.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hydrate. While the rest of our party proceeded to visit the Magister to see if they could have a little look-see in their library, seeing as there isn't really a public library in the Hidden Cliffs. They were able to convince the Magister to let them have access, seeing as, they do have a relationship with Darina and trust her, seeing as she knows the rules.
Sure. Yeah, that's what you want to call it. Knows the rules.
There are rules.
One thing that you would have noticed coming down that it was a pretty big thing, even with you being hungover. Oh, that's the wrong button. What? Draya's egg hatched that morning. She was able to put the last few spells that she needed into it, and out popped a wooden. Well, it almost looks like it's. Well, you would think it looks carved because it, is obviously made out of wood, but it definitely doesn't have the normal markings of a carved object.
Mm-hmm.
It almost kind of looks like it somewhat was grown into that shape. But you would have noticed Draya's butterfly rhythm. He has been dubbed.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious because I saw it in the characters off to the side, and I was like, all right, that's new. I was like, who the fuck is Rhythm? Cool. Oh yeah.
You guys probably would have noticed way back during your Feywild trip, after having slain the Displacer leopard, while you guys were skinning it, some little butterflies would have come up to start sucking the blood up. So you've seen these before, but this one is much bigger than a normal butterfly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So less charming. Got it.
More charm. Her little fangs are so cute.
You just don't understand.
Yeah.
You know the SpongeBob meme with the butterfly landing on their faces.
Oh yeah.
That's what she looks like to you.
Also that morning, I don't remember if Houdini actually said it to anybody. But Houdini did have a quick vision that morning from the same silver flame that directed him to this hidden city.
Did
Who are we
he
committing
mentioned it to
arson on
Grant?
this time?
Mentioned it to Grant because Grant was the first one up, I do believe. So he came down and he
Yeah.
actually started talking to Grant about it.
So who are we committing arson on this time?
It was kind of unfortunate timing with Rhythm hatching, but they warned Houdini that this city that they are in is not safe. And the vision was plagued by this like sandstorm that ended up blowing Houdini out. Houdini gathers that something must have been jamming the signal sort of thing, because that did not happen the few other times that Houdini has gotten a vision. But you guys separated ways. The four going to the Magisters, doing some research in the in the library. Durith did sneakily find a book, a journal that seemed to be disguised, and quietly tucked that away for later, not bringing it up with the majority of the group. I don't remember who you found it out from exactly, but Houdini heard that there is one place of worship here in the city, after finding no real valuable religious tomes or anything in the library, wanting to do some more research. So Houdini and Drya decided they would make their way over to this supposed religious building, while Grant and Durith decided to find a quiet little spot to go over this journal that Durith found. Saying that they were actually going to buy Durith's horse. They told the others.
I thought we were.
I bet that it's on the plan. It's on the itinerary. Stop making that face.
If you don't let me get this horse, I'll hate you.
We're gonna read the book and then we'll get the horse. It'll be great. You'll love it.
Hate.
You're gonna feel so important today, Durith.
Important every day.
Exactly, buddy.
I think we'll
Eats
pick
it
up
right up.
there about noon. We see Grant and Durith walking side by side. Is there any place in particular you guys are wanting to go?
It was basically
It was
somewhere
find a bar.
en route to the what's it called? To the horsing around.
Horsing around stables.
Yeah. And so we were just like ducking into like any, bar, restaurant. Honestly, the smaller, less crowded, the better, if that's even on the table.
Tabitha's Tavern is actually out that way. And Dorothy, you do remember Tabitha really does like you.
Yeah, that's right.
Tabitha's bound.
Artiste.
So you guys make your way a little bit further south and east over to Tabitha's Tavern. Coming upon this fairly quaint house that has been converted into a tavern with all these nice vines and ivy, across the front face of it. When you come in, it would be pretty quiet inside there right now. A few customers here and there getting some lunch, but definitely not like peak hours.
Mhm. Well, do your thing, Master of Words. Procure a table.
What? Is it open seating? Can you just sit wherever?
Yeah, you'd probably, as you're looking about the space, you'd probably catch eyes with Tabitha over at the bar. She'd be like, "Oh, hello, hi. Wasn't expecting to see you so soon. You guys want a seat? It's open, wherever."
Yeah, we just went to a little lunch today. Nothing too serious.
Anything in particular you're craving?
Just 2 ales. Just to take a little break for the day. Just walk around, move around. I think just something to take the edge off. I don't think we're too hungry. Grant, why don't you just take that booth over there? And I'll point to something off in the corner. I'll cure 2 drinks.
Good call.
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy to find a booth with no one else around it.
Grant, out of spite, would probably go to the booth right next to the one he pointed to, but he would sit down. Wait for Durth.
I'm gonna go sit at the one that I pointed to. Yeah, he'll grab the 2 drinks just so nobody comes over to ask us anything.
Yeah, Tabitha would quickly get 2 ales poured for you, set them on the counter, then say it'll be about 10-15 minutes, for some food. If you don't have anything particular in mind, I'll just I'll whip something up.
I think we're okay for now, but I'll flag you down if something comes up for sure.
Okay.
Probably just have our drinks first, see how we feel after. Thank you so much. I don't know how much drinks cost. Gold? Is that a lot?
I mean, 2 ales probably be like 5 silver or something, if that.
Okay, I remember if we used silver or not. Then, yeah, he'll put 6 silver down. Tip.
Oh, thank you. She gives a little wink as she picks it up.
You're welcome. And he'll just grab the drinks and walk over. And then in typical creepy eye staring fashion, I guess we'll just use a message.
So you're gonna use that to keep your conversation a little bit quieter.
Yeah, I think at first it'll be like normal and just be like, okay, I got us some drinks. I told her we'll let her know if we want any food, so she shouldn't be bothering us. Let me just start reading this book here. And
yeah, good call. Oh, good choice on the ale, by the way. This is delicious.
Yeah. I think Tabitha, I just said ale, she chose it, I'll be honest. Let's see. And so I guess kind of like while they're drinking, he'll start looking through the journal, and as like any pertinent bits comes up, that's when he'll use message. So he'll probably kind of like somewhat mumble out loud, like, "Hey, whatever, blah blah blah, they did this," and then he'll like go into message and be like, "So, did you see entry number 1?"
Why don't you give me an investigation check. But I imagine you'd like read the first page fully, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you'd read it.
Yeah.
It's just
So
like
I've at least got the first page written up for you.
Can I give myself
But I want to
guidance?
see what else you might get.
Investigation?
Yes.
I wish I could help, but I don't know the language.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, if Grant knew Elven, he'd be able to help.
12.
But
Can I use guidance?
yeah. You can use guidance for this.
15.
Ooh.
Okay.
I done did read pretty good.
Let me show you that first page. I'm only gonna show this to you, Chad. So might take a minute for you to read through this. Would Grant be doing anything in particular while Durith is reading?
Maybe sipping on his ale. Probably like not trying to stare at Durith and the journal like he really wants to. So he's trying to just play it cool, casual, just kind of look around the tavern, not really, looking for anything, just trying to act like he's having a drink with a friend.
It's gonna be so difficult for you.
I mean, it is a lie. I mean, Matt saying this.
I didn't see any page.
Did it?
Oh, goodness.
I put it in your journal. It might be at the top.
I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't scroll. I scrolled down to the handouts. Okay, let's see.
There'd probably be a point where Tabitha would just come over and like give you guys some like fried bread, just a little snacky on the house.
Ooh, thank you, Tabitha. These look amazing. You'll have to give me the recipe.
A little
I mean,
peckish.
it's pretty simple, really. It's similar to like a garlic bread, but not like so garlicky,
Mhm.
Just a little touch.
I mean, your portioning is divine. I'm sorry, I don't mean to gush, but it's very good, very good.
Well, thank you. It's my mother's recipe. She kind of like flicks her hair back. Just let me know if you need anything else. She walks back towards the bar.
Grant's fake smile fades away. He probably looks at the garlic bread and like puts his piece down he took a bite of and like doesn't go back for more.
Trash.
You monster.
Bland. Common.
You monster. How could you do this to her?
Oh, well, I guess, are you done reading, Chad?
Yeah.
One thing you would notice, off this first page, there are some noticeable, with that 15, it'd be pretty up. They're definitely like tears that have been left on the page, and in a few spots, it's not enough to make anything illegible, but you definitely see this and maybe have the thought like, well, they could have cleaned this up, like.
To grow up, dude. Manage your emotions. cries.
What are you saying?
Hmm? Oh, it just looks like somebody cried on this page. It's just,
Right on
I
the
guess some people
page.
just like feel things. Yeah, well, it sounds like from what I can tell, Ravafina just died giving birth to Alexi. And he's just like really sad about what happened. But she said everything was fine and she said the experiment worked. So I don't know if there was an experiment for giving birth or if it was just a way to make him stronger, but
It has to be what we were
that's
talking about, the
I would
six finger thing.
I
Gaining a
get it.
new level of magic, access, power.
Oh, but yeah, it just sounds like he was a little torn up about it. I don't know. I guess I'll have to just keep reading. He seems a little emotional. I'm sure maybe there's more in here, but
Right, right. Kind of like what you said. Keep an eye out for any details on the experiment. Anything that could key us in. Again, we're taking shots in the dark still, but this is a great lead.
I'll have to do some more digging to see. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll keep reading on. Just I reread, make sure I miss anything. But for the most part, it just sounds like they did something to make Alexi more powerful. Is that what she wanted us to find?
Well, she was suspicious of her death, not believing it childbirth,
Hmm.
but I don't think she had any suspicion on this experiment, this ritual that has given Alexi these powers.
I mean, that's what it
Because it,
sounds like they were doing. It's just
well, remember when we were actually in the library, we heard of this process, but it would always take the life of those that would try it. It was so experimental. No one had survived the process. If our guess is correct, Alexi is the first person to survive that process.
it sounds like maybe Ravafina is the one who had to pay with her life. So we
Yeah.
should look more into this experiment to see what we can find. Hopefully there's more in this journal.
Oh, you should eat some of that garlic bread, by the way.
I saw you disgust for it.
I mean, it is very bland, but if she comes back and there isn't at least a piece or two gone, she may be a little hurt. So if you could wolf those down while reading, I would appreciate it.
All right. And he'll eat it, and I like to think Darth is just like, yeah, they're not bad at all. He eats like half.
You disgust me.
Yeah, Grant like scoffs a little bit and like just sort of like keeps trying to act normal.
He's like gagging watching me eat it. Man, these are pretty good. Ugh. You palateless freak.
So going through more of the journal
Give me
with
the
your
boots.
15 investigation, you would see that the first we're gonna fast forward just a little bit through some of this. The first probably 2 years that the journal covers, along with Alexi's birth, Roy Dark goes over how Alexi was almost nonstop crying. It, at one point he even resorted to like the calm emotions spell.
So I shook the shit out of that thing.
Ooh, the magic SSRI.
Would not stop.
Eventually, Marzalin was the one that suggested using Ravafina's old ring of mind shielding. Having a thought that maybe Alexei was very gifted, especially for their being a baby. But who Marzalin seems to somewhat know a bit about like what was going on. So Marzalin's thinking maybe Alexei is a gifted mind reader and just has no control over it, and because they're a baby, is just freaking out. After putting the ring on little baby Alexei, it did take some time. They weren't even really sure if they'd be able to, but within an hour, Alexei stopped crying, seeming to somehow have attuned to the ring, even as a baby. And then from there, things seem to be fairly normal childhood growing up. A lot of this journal is really just Roy Dark, talking about being a single parent.
Ugh, it's like,
yeah,
figure it out.
Sure, Dareth is like, okay, all right, skip.
Skip. So sad. Skip. Poor me.
You're moving by a lot of pages, Dareth. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
right. You're reading it.
Like for like 2 years, he just cried a lot. They put a ring of mind shielding on him because thought he was psychic. Seemed to settle him down. That's about it so far. So yeah, Marafina died in childbirth. There was an experiment. Sounds like Alexei was gifted mind reader. Put a ring of mind shield on him, and that seemed to calm down the crying. So far, it's just a powerful magician, and him just said he has to do this alone. But yeah, just really no other needs in this thing.
I'm sure, Grant, one thought you would have in mind is you've never seen Alexei wearing a ring. But I think you might know that a ring of mind shielding could be turned invisible. So.
Okay.
Keep your secrets.
Keep it safe.
You would also learn that Alexei started showing very promising signs of effortless magic casting, even at like the age of 5. Like basically, once they really started talking, it didn't take long for them to be able to start casting magic. Which Roy Dark was, pretty excited for. Goodness, doggy.
Guard dog.
He was, it's then starts, getting a bit more focused onto Alexei's studies, and even at a point where around 10, or no, probably like 12, Roy Dark would admit that he's starting to reach that point where he's like, Alexei is for sure going to surpass me, and I'm starting to reach the ends of my knowledge on what to teach them. getting through the journal, you would see that it only seems to cover about a 15-year span before the last page. You get to it, and it is not Elven. You have no idea. Like, this doesn't look like any language you've ever seen.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I would tell him about, blah blah blah. He thinks he's super strong. I wouldn't. He would keep Marsland and the other names to himself. He'd be very basic. He'd be like, yeah, I think, Ravafina died during the experiment during childbirth. He was very upset. He had to raise him by himself. He seems super strong and inclined to magic, natural mind reader. And once he starts to get to the other language, you just shut it and be like, yeah, there's really nothing else here. I think we're going to have to do some more digging to figure out who might know something about this experiment, exactly what it did. I mean, obviously he has that extra finger, which seems to be a major source of his power.
I mean, it sounds like it is the whole fiber of his power. I came from strong blood, it sounds, but very interesting.
Give it another read tonight or tomorrow and just make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't know. Maybe we knew he was powerful.
Would you bring up that last page at all?
The page with the different text?
Yeah.
No, that's when he closes it. It says, nope. There's nothing else here. Peanut Grant, I think it's horse time. Horse. Look, we read over the journal, okay? It's a bit of a sap story. We got, a little more insight, but yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. But I think while we have a brief moment alone, I should probably pass off some of this information. I'm sure Lady Vane would be eager to at least hear the breadcrumbs.
That's
She
fair.
may tell us to leave. She may give us a new assignment. But honestly, we answered her main question, and it may lead to something else. It's her call.
Okay. Do you want to hear in this booth?
Yeah. I mean, with the sending stone, I don't have to speak
fair.
out loud.
Yeah.
Just sort of, you play the normal one, and I'll pretend like I'm reading the book now. I don't know. It's fine here. Just act normal, and I'll reach into my pocket and grab the sending stone.
I'll handle it.
Eat the garlic bread. There's still like 2.5 pieces. Just finish it.
You finish it. I mean,
I don't want to finish my half piece.
Fine.
Thank you.
He's just gonna break the other pieces up and then kind of shift them around on the plate, so it looks like more damage has been done to them than it has.
Yeah, I'll grab the sending stone. Probably pause for a minute, maybe think. Okay. Ooh. And then I'll hold it, squeeze it, sort of activate it.
Oh, Grant, tell her I said hi.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
And then in his mind, he'll reach out. Ooh. Best way to start a conversation with your boss that's prone to outbursts.
I did everything right.
Okay. Lady Vane, we have found further evidence of the true death of Alexi's mother. I believe we have a actual answer for you.
Oh. Well, that was fast.
We have confirmed that it is true that Ravafina's death was in fact via childbirth. But there were more details to this. I believe that a ritual, an experiment, was cast on Alexi's actual birth, giving him the extra digits to control the weave as he does, the enhanced power he possesses.
That fucking bitch. She's. Ooh. Can I break? Yeah. I don't think you'd hear it through the stone, but you'd hear her be like, "Can I break yeah, I'm gonna." And there's just a moment of silence as you can see it in your head. She's just like breaking shit right now.
Oh yeah, he's probably witnessed that countless times.
Okay. She promised me that we were going to do that together. I helped her do the calculations for that, you know.
Of course. It all makes so much more sense now, my lady.
You know, you think you're friends with someone, right? And then they go and do something like this.
Durith and I remain at your call. Our current assignment completed. We seek our next objective.
What? You know, I didn't ask. What was the evidence? How do you know this?
A journal. We found it inside the library of Alexi's tower. As I previously mentioned, we had secured entry in which we executed on and procured this information for you.
I want to see this journal.
At once. Would you wish for Durith and I to make our way back to the south?
No. I still have plans there. I need you two to stay there. I'll send a familiar to come pick it up.
Excellent. I will await.
She would say, meet them outside of the city where I teleported you guys. I guess just after sunset.
Understood. I'll relay the message to Durith, and we will be there.
You just hear, God fucking damn it!
Smash.
It like releases the stone, hoping to end the connection if at all possible.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you don't fully hear the goddamn.
Oh,
Like, okay, all right. Oh.
gods. Durith, book please.
What? Why?
Lady Vane will be sending a contact, in which I will rendezvous with tonight.
Oh,
She wishes to see the journal.
okay, yeah. Well, let me just hold on to it, and I'll give it one more read over before we hand it off.
I would feel much better if I had it in my possession now. That way, once we get your horse and you're busy doing that, you can put your effort towards that, not have to worry about this business. That's why I figured I would go alone. Maybe make it easier for you to entertain the others while I step out.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to you when you leave.
Durith, I don't want to pull rank, but this is a bit of an order from Lady Vane herself. I need the book now.
Say, I'm not going to give you the book. She doesn't need it until tonight.
Durith, is there something you're not telling me about this book?
Look, I want to read it, okay?
You read it, Durith.
I want to read it again, Grant.
So
Look,
you're
I've
telling
been kept
me
in this dark this whole time, okay? I've been following you around. You're talking down to me. You don't trust me. She doesn't tell me anything. I find this journal. All of a sudden, I'm in the loop, and then you immediately are taking it away.
I'm not sure what attachment you have to this journal you found or how much more you need your ass patted. You've done your job. Your job now is to hand over the journal.
At nighttime. Look, Grant, there's still one more fucking page in some sort of weird, stupid shorthand I was trying to figure out. And then he'll show up the last page.
His eyes would sort of narrow at the page.
Unless you know what it is. I just assumed it was some weird elven stuff. Okay, look, well, you know, I want to be a magistrate one day, okay? First kind of credence and trust I get is when I found this book. I thought maybe if I could figure this out, then maybe I could get my ass patted, as you said, and I could be a little more in the loop, okay? But here,
Durith,
here you go.
Thank you, Durith, and you are fully in the loop. As I put the book away, and as you've shown by trying to withhold the last pages of the book, maybe we still have a bit of trust we need to earn.
Oh, please, you kept me in the dark for 2 weeks.
Yes.
There's clearly trust issues.
Do you know who we serve? It is nothing but trust issues. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can maybe have a chance of becoming a fucking magister.
I understand your trust issues, but maybe you just, pluck out that last page. She doesn't need to know. We can figure it out.
Oh. Can you roll a persuasion or something?
Yeah. Just saying, you can't ever get ahead around here. We're always following her.
I will also say,
No,
Grant,
14.
you do not recognize that last page either. It definitely.
It's a weak
I mean,
sound, but
you don't recognize it, but like it feels like it's been encoded or something, you know.
Okay.
Also, maybe you would probably think about it a bit more. The last page that is written on is not the last page of the journal. There's still like this journal's only like half filled, but it just ends.
Mm. It was a weak persuasion.
14.
I personally, it's great what he is. I don't think. It's up to you. I could definitely see being like, no.
That's so funny too. You rolled a 4.
Oh yeah, he's stacked in persuasion. I am an artiste.
I'll think about it. How about that? Maybe I'll let you know my decision as I stand up from the table. Now let's go get your horse. All right. Enough drama. Okay, let's just go pretend like we're friends, get your horse, and then make nice.
So just another day.
Exactly.
Horse. Again.
we zoom out from there. Let's focus in on Dorina. You're still pretty groggy from your night out. Well, actually, give me a con check.
Oh boy.
Or a save.
Damn.
Okay.
She
water
can
really
handle
did
her
it for you.
alcohol, baby. If I recall, I believe I also had rolled an intelligence save, and I think I remember most of what happened because I remember being upset about it because I was like, I hope she doesn't remember. Like that rings a bell to me. Could be wrong, but if not, I can just roll another intelligence save to see how much she remembers.
You're talking about specific how much Dorina remembers of the night.
Right. Yes.
I think you remember the majority of the night. It probably, it doesn't come all to you at once, but once you really start thinking about it, you're like, oh no, I did that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and Durith threw up everywhere outside.
Oh yeah. It's like, wait, what?
The pink throw up.
From the pink drink.
Definitely
right.
She gotta. I've definitely got some explaining to do to Moira. Oh, this is not good. She kind of steps out from her attic area somehow with sunglasses on. Who knows how she got those?
The fuck is
But
that?
yeah, it's like for some reason it feels better to wear these. Like the light, she's kind of squinting. She will actually do like some druid craft and almost could give herself like a visor essentially to like help block out light.
Yeah.
With some druid craft. Just some like twine almost, and just kind of give herself like a little plant visor to be like she's just kind of rubbing inside of her face and just, fuck, I don't even know what time it is.
As you look out, you can maybe because there's like one window in the attic area. You could see that there's some pretty bright light coming in. And on the water glass on your little nightstand, you would see one of those little butterfly notes just kind of sitting there waiting.
Okay, well, let's at least check what this thing out. I'll kind of pick it up and look at it.
As you pluck the paper wings from the golden body of the butterfly, it unfolds into a little square note just saying, when Dorina, when you see this and wake up, if you're feeling up for it, I could use your help with something at the tower. It is related to the previous task. Signed, the Magister of the Hidden Glyphs.
I guess that's not really something that I can go about ignoring. Fine. I will grab all my things, grab all my stuff, and trying to think here. Yeah, she'll just. I was debating on whether or not she would shape or not, but I don't think she would. I don't think she'd have reason to. It's not really her thing. Though she can. Yeah, she'll just kind of go and start making her way towards the tower. In her groggy state. Let's see. Yeah, she'll do her like morning spell preparations and such like that as well. In quotations, morning.
Yeah.
And trying to think, does I do I still have trouble? Because I really haven't been in the city too terribly long. Like, it's only been like weeks. It's not been a long time. So to attempt to help me find my way, I will cast locate object and do well, I know. Hold on, that may not work because I know the Tower is technically not on this plane. I do know that because my compass, my compass revealed to me that there is no
Yeah.
north. My compass
Yeah.
revealed there is no north in Alexi's Tower. So it was like, oh, okay.
But I mean, you know the way to the tower.
Yeah. Well, just to like help, because she's also just like really groggy. I mean, yeah, the water helped, but it is a long night. She's not all mentally there. So just a little bit of magical assistance. So I guess the doorknob, it's an item, it's an object I'm familiar with. The doorknob to the tower. I'm familiar with that object.
What does your locate object spell look like?
Oh, okay. Oh, this will be fun. I'll actually take the compass that I have, my little like orb that kind of points me in directions that. What is the name of this freaking thing? The orb of direction. And instead of like pointing north and using it that way, I'll kind of like imagine what the knob, the kind of door, the knob, whatever. And instead of like an arrow pointing north or south, it's almost like Jack Sparrow's compass, where it kind of like directs me in the way that if it comes within that 1,000 meters, it'll just suddenly like point in that way. But until then, it'll just kind of just meander. It's almost like a dual purpose compass. And once it attaches and figures out where that item is, that object is, a small like almost like constellation image will appear of that object, like within the orb.
The compass.
Yeah, within the compass orb.
I feel like that would work within this city. I don't exactly know if that's 1,000 feet, but we're gonna say it is. It's within.
I mean, I can also
1,000 feet.
wander until I get within 1,000 feet. Like I know the general direction, but you know.
Yeah, you're holding your compass out, making your way to the tower. It probably wouldn't immediately latch on,
Oh
but
yeah,
like
for sure.
yeah, once you like get past this first little like ring here, you know, it would very easily start pointing you in the right direction, making sure you don't get lost.
Yeah.
Once you do get to the tower, you'd probably see Alexei standing outside, waiting for you.
Well, good morning after. No, I don't really even know what time it is. Morning for me, I suppose. Sorry I'm a bit late. Don't know when you sent that. The butterfly. Apologies.
It's okay. The others stopped by earlier, told me of your situation. Honestly, wasn't too sure if we'd be able to do this today, but if you're feeling up for it.
Nothing I haven't done before.
I think I've figured out what was wrong with our previous attempts.
Well then, I suppose we should get to it. Are we gonna have to travel this time as well?
No, we're actually going to go down into the training room.
Oh. Hold on. Alrighty, lead the way.
Alexei would lead you inside the tower. And down the steps, you guys descend. I think from there, we'll cut over to our third group, Houdini and Drya, making your way over to this supposed religious center, religious building.
I mean, you do know where we are going, right? Not like what you usually say. You know where we're going, but like the actual spot, right?
Oh, I've never been there before. But we'll have to find it eventually. Like, if we go down every turn and every street and look at every building, like, we'll find it.
I mean, I do suppose that is true. I was hoping that this was gonna be a little more I don't know, direct.
Hmm. That is how they do things around here, isn't it? Okay, well, why don't we ask someone? Like, who around here looks the most religious? That person looks sad. Maybe that person?
Is was a shop for sure. Excuse me.
Oh, hello. You guys probably stop a middle-aged looking, oh god, what's Furbolg?
My friend
Furbolg man.
And I were looking for some type of a religious institution. Um, Not entirely sure what the name of said institution might be. Not entirely sure what exactly it is that we are, looking for. And so we were just wondering if you might be able to point us in some kind of direction.
You know, I did hear that there's a church in this area of town.
That is probably the one we are looking for. Correct, Dra?
Yeah, I heard there was just like the one.
Hmm. I guess I've got some time. Here, let me walk with you guys because I've heard that it's not super obvious. Someone pointed it out to me once, and if I'm remembering correctly, they kind of just start like walking in the direction.
And you're sure it's in the same spot as like the last time?
That is a fair question. I don't know if buildings around here move. I assume not, but
Oh, right.
Moving No, I don't believe that's how buildings work.
I just
They don't grow legs and walk around. Oh, okay. Chicken legs.
oh no.
It's fine.
Sorry, she's not from around here.
Uh-huh. Definitely giving Dry a strange look.
She's smiling back.
Oh, uh, did you? Oh wait, yeah, the invisibility dropped.
Yeah, for sure.
When you guys left. Yeah, Rhythm
Yeah.
for you, Newhall. Drya
Uh-huh.
was keeping Rhythm invisible when they went to visit the Magister.
Oh, okay.
Because she kind of remembered and had these thoughts of like the big reason the Magister was interested in Drya was her egg.
Mm.
Now that it's hatched, what then?
You can't take my rhythm from me. This is the Emperor's New Groove.
The Furbolg little bit uneasy about Drya, but and this giant butterfly. Where would they be perched? Like in your antlers, on your shoulder? Do you
I
have her in
never
staff form?
imagined rhythm as very like stationary. So if they're
Hmm.
not in staff form, then rhythm would be like perched on one shoulder here and then split up onto like her antlers and then like perch on the other shoulder and like do a little circle around top of her head, just like kind of moving every other minute.
That makes sense. Makes sense. You can also tell she's just very. There's a lot of excited energy just
Hmm.
seeing all these new sights.
Hmm. Well, and the butterfly can talk, right? Like Drya can speak. I mean, no one else can hear anything,
Yeah.
but so yeah, Drya probably looks a little bit like a crazy person, being like, "No rhythm, we can't stop for that." I know it does smell really good. Oh, blood over there? Well, it's around all the time. No, you can't have it.
Blood.
Later.
Blood.
Later.
I crave blood.
Brother.
Takes you guys about 15 minutes, but the Furbolg directs you guys to a fairly plain looking it's definitely got like the normal or like the typical kind of like structure of a chapel, um but interestingly there's no actual uh there's no specific signifier for uh I guess which god is being worshipped here. I do believe this is the place. Bit hard to find without any sort of
Yeah,
markings.
no, that is very strange. There is no real discerning features of what this place seems to worship. Very strange indeed. I do greatly appreciate your time, and I'm sure Drya does as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I happened to be going this way, kinda, so wasn't too far out of the way.
Well, fantastic. I hope it was not too much trouble again.
No, no trouble at all. Hope you guys don't run into any more moving buildings, eh?
That would be even worse if they ran into you. Thank you, kind sad man.
There's this shocked look of sad. What? As they turn and walk away. It's like, what the fuck? Okay.
I mean, that did seem to work out. Thank you. I guess uh, long faces do attract heavenly individuals? I'm not entirely sure.
Me either. Should we head inside? I mean, I'm so curious, like, why they don't have anything on the outside.
I do find
Do you think there's nothing on the inside?
that there's only one way to find out.
Non-denominational, so progressive. Just gonna be like some dude in jeans and a t-shirt. Welcome in.
Steve Jobs looking motherfucker.
He went from a t-shirt to a turtleneck.
As you guys make your way inside, once you open the doors and can actually see inside, it's a bit odd. This place isn't like a typical chapel. There isn't necessarily like the podium up front with lines of pews for people to gather. It's a bit more what's brain fart open concept.
Mm.
Damn pagans.
It's a nice big open room. There's like, I guess, a small platform, almost like a soapbox, but it's just kind of like, the stone just kind of like juts up in a little square. You figure that'd probably be where whoever gives sermons. And all around on the inside of this building, there's a bunch of different plants. Some potted, some growing out of the ground. And kind of at the back wall of this cathedral, there'd be a stone carved fountain that is what you would recognize yeah, I think Dry would know this figure too. It is a feminine figure that is supposed to be a representation of the Wild Mother. And it's kind of her like holding out her hands, and there's just water pouring out from her, like her palms are together, in that kind of like open, like cupped shape. There's just water pouring out from her palms and landing in a little puddle around her. And you'd see a turtle tending to some of the plants inside of here.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello there. Don't get a lot of visitors. Sorry. Give me a moment. They're kind of like, yeah, they'd probably be like up on a ladder trying to get some of these like hanging pots. They've got like a watering can.
I mean, my friend and I don't mean to impose. Do seem busy.
Oh no, it's no trouble at all. As they're very slowly making their way down the ladder.
Dry like turns to Houdini and gives like a wide-eyed look, like, "Oh my god, this can take forever."
I mean, are you in some kind of rush or something? Like we got nothing but time, right?
No, I just like. How long do you think it took him to climb that?
is in given the current rate of how quickly they are coming down, I would probably assume maybe twice the amount of time that it's taken them to descend.
Oh my god.
I can only imagine that shell is heavier going up than it is down. You know.
Hmm.
They eventually make their way down the ladder and start walking towards you two.
I've never been in a church with like so many plants inside. That's fun. They're like mostly green, which is interesting.
Oh, thank you. It being closer with nature helps me truly feel connected to our mother.
Yeah.
As they kind of refer to the fountain statue at the back of the cathedral.
And again, I don't mean to impose. We are not necessarily followers of the Great Mother herself. But I mean, and I'm not. I don't speak for Drya on any behalf. I don't know if she does any kind of I don't know, servitude towards any individuals like that. But I am a seeker of the flame, I guess one would say. But we came here because I had a strange dream. Um, one of warning of possible perils to this great city, and we were just trying to possibly get some insight.
Oh. Well, it's nice to meet you, Drya, as they kind of like bow their head
Well,
towards
my
you.
apologies, Houdini. Houdini, who's it?
Houdini.
And I did not quite catch your name.
Yes, I am Atrox Merriweather, cleric of the Wild Mother. You said you had a dream from
A
the flame?
strange dream. Not one like any that I have really experienced before, but one that was telling of grave dangers and this dust storm seemed to just blow me out before I could really understand what was going on, and I've never had that happen before. It's very unnerving.
Interesting. Was that all you got? Was impending doom?
It was a warning, really. But I mean, as far as I can remember, I mean, you know how dreams work. It's something like it's been a little bit. I had it a little bit easier when when I first had woken up and an alarm and whatnot. But now that it's been a little bit further throughout the day, it's started to I don't know, maybe fade a little bit.
You'd probably see their eyes widen a bit, like, wait, this happened this morning.
Yes, and indeed.
And I assume you've been in the city Like you stayed here?
Yes, we've been here for quite some time now. Is that correct, Dry?
How long has it been? Like a month and a half, but we were traveling for like 2 weeks of that?
Yeah.
A month's time, give or take.
I mean, I guess technically you've been here the longest, Drya.
I mean, a month is a pretty substantial amount of time. Not like too terribly long, but a month and a half, give or take.
I mean, we did have a trip outside the city to like that one place with the people, and then, like we did some stuff, and then we came back. But yeah, like mostly been here, having birthdays. She sort of like nudges you with her elbow.
I used to have dreams. Our mother visited me about. They kind of stare off for a second. I think it was about 8 years ago now. She told me to find this hidden place, but once I got here, I haven't been able to receive any word from her. I mean, my powers still work. My blessings from her. They kind of do it. Wait, can clerics do druid? No, they can't do druidcraft.
No.
Not even like a certain subclass.
I don't think.
I think like then with nature domain.
Nature might, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only one.
I feel like there is a subclass that could do it.
Well, and we play around with magic in Team Person.
It's your world.
Yeah, I was about to say also
Yeah,
because
your
of the
world.
affinity stuff. He does some druidcraft to kind of just perk up the flowers a little bit. Maybe one of them was like just close to blooming, and he kind of pushes it, makes it sprout
No,
or
this is
fully
outside.
bloom. But I'd honestly, I'm not really sure what she wanted from me after finding this place. Took a while, but I figured maybe she wanted a place of worship here. So I spent 2 years gathering the funds to purchase and convert this building.
And mighty fine building you have here for sure. But it's a little unsettling. I mean, you had your vision and then just nothing.
Yes, I hate to say it, but there are days when my faith isn't how it used to be. It also didn't help. There did seem to be some pushback when I first initially brought up wanting to bring a church to the city.
Why would you?
From who?
Who would have any kind of problem?
Uh, not everybody, I mean, really believes in the gods nowadays, especially in this city. But I was able to convince the magister to let me purchase this building so long as I didn't put up any religious iconography on the outside of the building. That was the terms.
Why? That's like kind of
You know,
weird, right? It's
I
like
feel
pretty
like
standard.
the center of worship is not something to be ashamed of. It's just my own personal view on the whole thing.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who in the city who wants to be proud of their worship. But it really is hard here.
So you don't have like a special cleric like way to talk to your goddess? Like not even if we all like work together to like help you reach out? You know, like the group magic stuff the Magister taught us.
I mean, is that a possibility? Is that something that people do?
You know, it's just been me here for so long. Haven't really had anybody who wanted to help me with my
I
problem.
mean, we could definitely give it a shot. It's definitely worth an attempt.
I mean, with the three of us, we like tripled your congregation.
There'd be a chuckle, a barely noticeable shift in the mouth of a smile. I think it might be best if we were to try this outside of the city.
I'm okay with that. You tell us the time and place, my friend, and we will meet you there.
Would you be able to come back tomorrow? I can gather the necessary components.
I mean, I don't think I had anything planned. What about you, Dry?
I already like offered, so I guess I should like follow through.
Well, it sounds like you have a couple people that here to try something out tomorrow outside of the city, wherever you tell us to meet you. Whatever time you tell us to meet you. Make it happen.
Sure, but can I just say that like you should also help my friend who reach out to his like flamey god too? Like it just seems only fair.
I mean, maybe we can get we could even like go
Why,
back
yes.
and grab the group. Maybe we could make this a whole group endeavor. And maybe the more the merrier, right? Well, what do you think, Atrox? You tell us.
I mean, yes, certainly more true believers
Well, then we might want to
would
leave
help.
them back at the house then.
Aatrox just kind of nods like, I see.
Draya's already pushing it. At least she's actually seen a god.
Okay, so Dry and myself it will be then.
I think sunrise tomorrow might be the best time. We could meet over at the West Gate.
Sounds fantastic to me.
Like inside the gate or outside the gate? Just checking. Like that'd be so funny if we were meeting on opposite sides.
We'll meet inside the gate.
Okay.
Okay.
Inside the gate at sunrise, West Gate, tomorrow morning. Is there anything that we need to bring besides ourselves, of course?
Your belief, I guess.
I can definitely do that, and I will definitely see if we can locate Dry somewhere tonight. It's in there, I know it. She says she don't seen the gods, so I know it's in there somewhere. We'll find it.
Well, like I thought about my egg for like a long time and like use my magic, and now I have rhythm. So like I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about like what the gods can do for us if they feel like caring. Like mine does.
See, we're getting somewhere. Okay, Aatrox, we will be back tomorrow morning, and we'll be fresh, ready to go, and we will work some stuff out, I'm sure.
Alrighty. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. You can probably tell this is the most exciting thing that has happened to this turtle in years.
I think he's moving like twice as fast now. Yeah. Wow.
I missed
We
the
did
first
a
part of
good
that.
thing
What did you
today.
say, Bryce?
He's like moving twice as fast now.
Yeah, Aatrox is. He's got a little pep in his step. I did show you guys the picture, right? Okay.
Of the turtle?
You are indeed correct, Dry. You made somebody's day a lot more lively. You really see that, like, that spark in his eye again.
Mm-hmm. And like now he won't just have to hang out with plants in his sad, labelless building.
The outside of the building is very sad. The inside is very beautiful. I do appreciate the plants. They do seem very happy.
They're real tame, like lots of green.
Like,
not
none
used
of
to
them
that.
even like tried to, hurt us either.
Yeah, those kind of bland, but
I mean, I thought it was safe.
It's charming.
But...
It's charming.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Safe, charming.
Oh,
I mean, I would call it
okay.
boring,
Well,
but
well, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll bring a little more excitement into the mix of things.
Mm-hmm. Can you remind me, Mav, what is Tigger's class? Is he a cleric?
He's a druid.
Druid. Okay,
Couple of
yeah.
shepherds, druids.
Yeah, because
I
two of
think,
us were
right?
druids.
Mm.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I was just thinking if there's one person we might bring, it would be Tigger.
If he's interested, for sure.
Wouldn't be a bad thought.
We could probably even bring Kiba. I'm sure Kiba would like to get out of the house.
You mean you don't trust Arena? Come on.
I'm pretty sure you're busy doing
Mhm.
magister stuff right now.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
don't know
there's
what your schedule's been lately, so yeah, you've been hanging out with
You've
the
just been
magister
working a
quite
lot.
an awful lot lately.
Yeah, like remember how you were supposed to go with us on a trip and then like the Magisters came and took you? Like that'd be really
Yeah.
embarrassing if it happened in front of our turtle friend. He probably wouldn't even see it happen. He'd be like, "Where'd you go?"
Alrighty. So you guys make your way out. Are you guys just gonna head back to the house, or?
Well, so what do you want to do, Houdini? Because like we did find the place, but also like not any of the things we were
Well,
looking for.
as it stands right now, I think that our best bet is to maybe head back to the house and see what everybody else is up to. You know, of course, until tomorrow morning rolls around, and then we back up with Aatrox at the west gate. I mean, unless you
I guess we shouldn't tell the others like what we're doing because they'll get like mad FOMO and like a little embarrassed they're not invited probably, which would be
we
funny,
should or
but we
should not.
shouldn't do that. We could,
I
but
mean,
we shouldn't.
we should
No,
probably
I mean,
tell them
but
and let
we
them know
could.
what
No,
we are
no,
up to
no,
at the
we
very
shouldn't.
least, right? So that way they don't worry. Think that y'all miss him. Who knows? Maybe
Aw.
even Tigger might want to join. I mean, I don't. Grant and Dervith don't strike me as people of faith, and Darina seems to be very preoccupied with the Magister lately. So
Yeah, and like Grant only cares about cooking, love him to death, but like
he does
he'd probably be
seem to
busy
care
like
a
cooking
lot about
something.
cooking, which I do admire. It's a fantastic passion of the man's. But he seems to care about other things too. At least he seems to care about the vast majority of the people of the group. I mean, it seems like the only person that he doesn't care for is Dareth, if we're going to be quite honest. But
Yeah, I mean, I know Grant likes me because I'm awesome, but like whenever I'm with Grant, we just talk about like me or like my things
and
or
do you ever
cooking.
talk about Grant and like what
Uh,
he's done, or like have you ever really gotten to know him at all? To think of it, I think I've tried to ask him a few questions about himself, and he always kind of like figures us a way somehow to skirt around the questions, lean them back to me.
Oh, I would like to clarify something because I have it written in my notes that let's see, because especially when I'm involved in the scene, I'm not very good at taking the notes while it's happening. I have something written where it's like, I'll let you in on the truth of this. We're here to find the truth about Ravafina's death. Rumors that she died in childbirth. Lady Vane doesn't even believe that. Who was that? Grant sharing that with Raya? I remember they had a moment like down near the portal that they couldn't get into. Like they were trying to open all those doors and stuff. But I couldn't remember what was or wasn't shared.
That was granted
Durith.
to Durith, yeah.
Yeah, granted Durith.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay, I'm gonna add that. Granted Durith.
That was the trust that he gained and broke.
Oh, fuck you. Does the dog come with his own leash?
Wow,
You don't even
broken
have emotions.
immediately.
You were broken when you showed up.
Sociopaths are people too. We have rights, damn it.
But yeah, I don't know. Has anything been shared between Grant and Durith, or Grant and Drea concerning Grant besides like cooking? Because I do know
he brought up his past a little bit and like
Yeah.
how he got his like abilities, and it was what he told you guys is they just showed up and then he was in pain for several days and then he was good. Didn't have to do with like a tea or anything like that, like you guys did. Single parent, his mom left when he was young, and then cooking, and then a lot of cooking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
no.
like she would share that. Like, oh well, he told me this, and he told me that, and then when I told him what Bethica did at the sleepover, he said blah 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 blah, and then when I told him about blah, he said blah 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 blah. So like, she's counting that as getting to know Grant.
I mean, that's quite a bit more.
I basically know who he
shit
is.
With me, he's really only ever talked about the cooking stuff with me. But it's nice to hear that he's opening up a little bit. Maybe you should dig a little bit deeper, see what's underneath that hard exterior of his. I mean, I believe if anybody could do it, it would definitely be you. He seems to have taken the fondest liking to you, Dry.
Well, we are like teacup buddies, and I'm like the best cooking assistant ever. And we shop together and stuff.
So like best friends
So we're
really
like
get to know
best
each
friends.
other though, you know? And so like I think it's time that Grant opens up a little bit more about himself to you, you know.
I mean, maybe. Like, I guess that's like Grant's choice or whatever. Like, we've had our like moments. Like, she's thinking about, sneaking around the tower and like trying to open the doors and stuff. She sees it as just fun little mischief.
That was Durith.
Oh yeah, that was Durith.
Oh, you're right. That was Durith. Okay, thank you. Because I was getting so confused about the backstory stuff that was coming to my mind. Okay, now it all makes
you
sense.
and
I need to add that to my notes.
Durith went
No
off
wonder I was so
together
confused.
after we went to the library, and you guys were sneaking around together because you had exploring, whatever. But
sneaking, we were exploring.
you had gotten really close with Grant, and you were like, but like I like Durith, I don't know, and so you came to Houdini and you talked, and we had a conversation. Houdini was like, oh well, maybe you and Durith can go off and like spend a little bit of time together and like get to know each other, and then you guys had your fun little escapades. Tried to break into the
Yeah. Because I do remember sitting in the tea room together and then learning a bit about Durith, saying that his family was like kind of harsh, but he got adopted by like a really nice family. Yeah, really nice in like big fat fucking quotes.
Yeah, you guys, then you started
really nice.
talking about, and then you guys
stuff.
found the room was locked to the Fey realm. And then Durith started.
Yeah, they went all the way down the
And then
stairs to the Fey realm portal to try and go
So
into that
Durith
room.
started doing that,
and
like,
of course, it's magically
like,
locked.
why would they lock you in here? Like, that's so weird. Like, isn't that where you came from? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
And they tried to brute force the door open by trying to magically unlock it without knowing arcane lock or dispel magic.
Okay, well, when you phrase a lot of it like this.
Well, and you also shared that you want to bring the Fey realm.
Yeah, he wants to merge the Fey realm with the regular realm.
wild.
Dangerous. Yeah,
Because he's always wanted to go, but he's only
Yeah,
been there
I
in
mean,
his
at the
troops.
very
And you're
least,
like, I've been there.
I
And
would
he's like, what?
mention it to the rest of the group that we will be partaking in some kind of weird ritual tomorrow morning, sunrise. I don't know a ton
You think
about
it's
the
gonna be
Wild Mother,
weird?
so I'm not entirely sure what the ritual might entail. I'm not
He-
entirely sure what a communion
He would have referred
is.
to it as a communion.
Well, for a wild mother, her plants are pretty tame. So
Well, we
I
can
think
only
we'll
hope.
be okay. Well, since it's like your flamey gaudy stuff, I'll let you decide like how much to tell everyone, and I'll just like nod and look pretty like I do.
Nods aggressively.
Smiling too widely,
Yeah,
showing
eyes like
too many teeth.
super wide open. Like a dog that you
Fair-
pet too
fair
hard.
enough. Well, shall we head on back to the house then? I
Yeah, I'm
one
like
could
pretty
only
hungry.
hope,
You think
right?
Grant has made lunch?
And hopefully they're back by now,
Mhm.
right? Did they say what they were getting up to? Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're getting a horse, so like
is
in
true.
theory
This
they
is
should be back
true.
even faster because they can ride the horse.
Take it our way.
So you guys make your way, Drya and Houdini, back to the house. Grant and Durith making their way over to horsing around. And Darina walking down the tower steps behind Alexi.
Something like that.
Feel a little bad because Darina's bit was so short, but let's take a little break there.
Oh, that's fine.
Mhm.
I gotta run to the bathroom anyway, so that works.
Don't worry, you got stuff coming.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
You're about to get 6 fingers. Let's go.
Hey. They're just glued on, but one day.
I just imagine you show up and you're like, "Hey guys," you like wave your hand, and the rest of us are like, "Wow, really? Wow." Okay, thank you. It was killing me that my like what I could remember of the mischief in the tower was not matching up with what I know. Today. I was like, "What is going on?"
Grant's really changed.
He
Character
opened up
progression's
big
wild.
time.
I am glad though I was to only show that to you, Chad, because I'm like I know he's not gonna like reveal everything.
Oh, yeah, we're liars. That's what we do.
I know it was so funny to watch you both lying to each other.
We still get
I
the
love
job
your
done.
guys' dynamic.
Well, I always like the thought too of like Grant does have like a conscience to like some extent, but it's so muted. And so he's like, will occasionally have to like, oh, maybe, okay, no, it's fine, just follow orders. But Durith is just like a selfish creature. Like, he just wants what he wants.
Yeah.
I
And it's
love
so
it.
funny because like Grant looks colder than Durith is because Durith has this like weird attachment to his horse that he's just unabashed about.
Uh-huh. I love it.
Totally normal.
You became a horse girl in like a week.
It's my shtick.
And Dry is just worming her way in the cracks of y'all's friendship to be the glue.
Slowly
just
but
wait till we
sure.
come back.
It's just
Yeah.
funny how characters like change throughout the course of a campaign. Like Houdini and Dryad were supposed to be the spooky, unsettling ones, and in some ways they are, but they're ultimately not the nefarious forces of this group, like at all.
No.
Mhm.
And it's hilarious.
Okay. Don't forget to restart your music, huh? I guess let's go back to the first little pair we started with. We'll go back to Grant and Durith. Making your way over to horsing around. You guys walk up. Is there anything particular you do as you enter, or?
Oh, this is all Durith. Grant's hanging back. He'll probably just hang around outside, honestly. He probably won't even go in. This is all Durith.
Hater.
Look, you do your thing. I don't wanna hang around or listen to all the chit chat. I'll just be chilling out here. Yeah, you do your
That's
thing.
fine. I can handle it.
I mean, but like if they start asking for more money, whatever, I'll I'll help.
Should be fine. We
Should
have
be
enough.
fine.
Yeah, you should be good. All right, let's do this. Let's buy a horse. And he'll walk.
As soon as he walks in, Grant pulls out the journal and he flips to that last page.
I knew it, you son of a bitch.
Betrayal.
Hmm.
How could you do this to him?
I guess you could investigation or arcana, or if you have something else in mind.
I don't. I suck at both of these things. But let's go investigation. He's not a very magic-y guy. 14. Pretty good for him.
14.
Can I insight it to see if it's lying to me?
Inside the book. Yes, inside the book.
Yeah,
What was the author trying to say here?
I don't think yeah, I don't think it would necessarily be like, if it's lying to you.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I feel like insight could be something you could use if you want to go for that.
I mean, sure. If you'll let me try it, I mean, I'll try insight. I'm
Yeah.
okay at it.
You want to go for insight?
A dirty 20. I rolled a 14 that time.
Yeah, that's funny. So you're looking at the book. You probably, before getting to that last page, you maybe like flip it open to that first page. You see on the inside, the markings, the spell work that has been laid in place to maintain this illusion of it being some sort of woodworking guide. You can see little crystals embedded in there, and then you get to that last page and this weird script that doesn't seem like any language you've ever read before. You have a feeling maybe this illusion work is also obscuring this last page. And with where Durith found this, and it having this illusion on it, your best guess probably is, I mean, you don't really see why it could be anyone else other than Alexei, but most likely they've hidden this away. This is something nobody was supposed to find, but at the same time you're like, but why not just destroy it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little odd.
Hmm. A sidebar before we cut over to Durith is: would Grant know of anywhere that would sell spell scrolls by chance?
I don't believe you guys have gone searching specifically for spell scrolls here, but in your various shopping trips, I feel like it'd be safe to say you've seen a number of different like spell scroll shops around. It's a fairly high magic city. Shouldn't be too hard to find something.
If you'll allow me, I'll just probably shoot a message as I'm like right by the door. Shoot it to Durith. I'll be right back. And I'll pop my blood rush, my last blood rush for the day. And I will zoom out and try to get to a spell scroll shop.
Darth, you've entered inside. Is there anything particular you say as you enter? Probably get that message right as the door closes.
He's probably just like rolls his eyes. He's like, all right, man. I didn't say anything. Probably just like, okay.
Oh, hello there. What was your name? Durith, right?
Yeah, you remember? I make an impression. Hey, so I just kind of wanted to buy that horse that was riding the other day.
Oh. You're looking to buy this time?
Yeah. Figured it might be a worthwhile investment.
Let me see. Start kind of pull out a book. Start looking through their prices. Yeah, I think I could cut you a little bit of a deal here. You guys were pretty nice, and being so close to the Magister and all.
Yeah, I'll definitely let him know. I'll pass on a good word.
Sorry, you're a little quiet for me, Chad.
Oh, is that better?
Much
Somehow my mic turned all the way down. I don't know how that happens. Yeah, that'd be great. I would definitely let the Magister know. Yeah, spread the good word.
I think I could let her go for 55 gold.
$55?
Actually, no. You'll need a saddle. Do you want some food? I could start you off with some feed.
Yeah, maybe just a little Yeah, let's get some feet in a saddle. That would all make sense.
65 for horse saddle, week's worth of feed.
Now, I would say, out of character, I feel like a long time ago you quoted something much higher.
Yeah,
This
he
is the
did.
sweet discount.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, yep, he'll take it. 65 sounds more than generous. I would love it.
Okay. It'll just take me a minute to get all that together for you. Do you want to wait here, or do you want to come with me?
I guess I should just go with you and, like, see how I get saddled up and, learn the bits.
Okay.
He's giddy inside.
He's feeling things for the first time.
Oh my god, good. I'm gonna see.
He leads you through a back door into the stable area. Do you have a color preference for the saddle?
No? What colors do we have? You know what? Just give me some classic. I don't stand out too much. Just like a classic brown saddle.
Yeah, nice deep brown leather. Even gives you an extra blanket for a little bit of cushion.
Yeah.
He starts gathering these bags of feed, like string them together to throw over the back of the horse. Okay.
I got a horse.
Now remember, you're probably going to be going through this much at least like in a week. Maybe even more if you're really pushing her.
That makes sense. Okay. And I'll just come back here for more feed. I assume you'll sell it.
I mean, I can sell you feed,
Or if
I
there's
guess.
somewhere else
but,
I should go. I don't want to like overburden you. I'm just not sure where else.
if you really need to, you can come back here. But there are a couple different local farmers that I get my feed from.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, it was kind of weird for me too, like coming here and then finding out like, oh, there is actually a lot of like locally grown produce. I guess it's all those greenhouses.
That is kind of surprising. It seems like such a rocky enclave.
Yeah,
But-
actually, I took a tour of one of the wineries. They've got like this whole vineyard like cut into the side of the mountain.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's bougie. That's cool.
Yeah, unfortunately though, they have to requires a lot of magic to upkeep the daylight spells.
I didn't even think about
Mhm.
using magic in that way. That's smart.
Great wine though. It's real good. A little pricey for me, but
Yeah.
I mean they had free samples. I'm not gonna turn that down.
I'm sure it's included in the price. That's how they get you. So, is this horse almost ready? Do you need some help?
Oh yeah. We're all set up here. Yeah.
Alright, no rush. Full busy day ahead.
Need some
This
help
is
getting
okay.
up, or
I kind of got good at this when we were on the road. I think I can do this. He almost gets it the first time, and the second time he nails it.
yeah. There you go. Alrighty. Just lead y'all out of here. He opens up the big like back bay door to let the horse and you out.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
What was your horse's name again?
I don't remember if it had a name.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, they didn't have names. So he'd probably ask you, so what name are you thinking?
Try and check my notes, see if I actually wrote anything down. I haven't fully decided yet. I feel like it was one of the things after spending some time with the horse, it would like come to me. If that makes
That's fair. That's fair. Really marinate on it.
Yeah. Hold on, I feel like somewhere I had a name. I'll find it. But yeah, thank you again, and he'll hand over the money, and he'll
Thank you, Ken.
trot his horse to the front.
Just for a little bit of fun, give me an animal handling.
You got this.
Sorry, I was looking at.
All the horse pictures and gifs.
An animal handling, you said?
Yeah.
Don't embarrass me, horse. 15!
Okay. Yeah, you are having no troubles getting this horse to go where you want to go.
Hmm.
Even kind of looks back at you for a second. It's like, okay, what are we doing? We're just kind of standing here.
Wait at the front. I'm gonna name this horse.
You're gonna name your
her
Great.
Ivy.
Ooh.
Come on, Ivy. Let's go wait for Grant. You'll hate him. I promise. That's the spirit.
And Grant, what sort of spell scroll are you looking for? I have an idea, but
Yeah. He has no idea on like pricing or anything. He's heard of these things before. Would they happen to have a dispel magic? Just dispel scroll? And if so, what's the crazy price for it?
How are they gonna fleece me on this one?
Because other than that, he does not know enough about magic to even know what a second option could even be. He's like, something to get rid of magic would be nice.
okay.
And I don't know if this makes a difference, but if at all applicable, he would try to pepper in conversation that this is a request from the Magister that he's trying to fulfill.
Um, why don't you give me a deception check
Deception.
for peppering that in?
A
Ooh.
9. Solid 9.
Ooh. Rough. That's rough, buddy.
Okay. Pretty easy to find somewhere that has a dispel magic. They definitely give you a funny look at that. This is for the Magister. They'd be like, do you have some sort of proof? I mean, no one's ever come in here asking for the Magister. Asking for a request of the Magister.
Well, a job for the Magister, but it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, I have a little bit of a timetable here. Do you have anything that could help? Anything?
Yeah. I do have a dispel magic scroll. Gonna be. Let me look in their books real quick. 200 gold.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, don't have quite that much on me. It's quite the ask. But hey, thank you so much. Good to know. I'll definitely let the Magister know you were, unwilling to help me on this one, but I appreciate the information regardless. You've been a saint.
Well, it'll be here if you need it.
Excellent. Good day. And he would zip his way out of the place and head back to the horse and around.
Probably about 5 minutes later, Durith, after moving up front, you just hear this Krant's back.
Naruto running.
Speed.
Oh, hey, nice
Yeah.
horse. Oh, that's the same horse. I get it. You like
It's the
that
same-
horse. Okay.
Yeah, just might as well stick with what you know. And Magister, I guess, knowing him, he gave us a deal on the horse, so I didn't even need your money. And
Hey,
he'll
nice.
give you the 8 platinum back. Is that what you gave him?
I can't remember. I know I gave you a good bit. I handed over some coins.
So he'll give you the 8 platinum. And 20 gold. I feel like you did give him a chunk, so he'll give you 8 platinum and 20 gold.
Oh, I'm getting his cha-ching back.
There you go. And he set me up with a saddle and some food. So
Nice. Well, I mean, I will say, now that I'm not on a horse and you are on a horse, I mean, you do look majestic on it. It is fitting. I get it.
Does kind of fit, right?
I mean, with that 15, he's a natural up there.
Huh. Okay. I mean, you're pretty good at that, I guess.
Yeah, we rode one for a bit. Did you figure out what you wanted to go do?
Yes. I just had to figure out a few things. I am gonna ask one more time. He probably like pats wherever the journal is on his person. Is there anything else about this journal you were maybe holding out for?
I mean, there's that weird page at the end. I figured some sort of weird shorthand. And then I don't know. He mentioned like marzipan, like Carmichael or some shit like that. That was just comforting for him. He mentioned his dumb friends. There's tears all over the page, and then he just talked about having a strong baby.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's lying to me?
Yeah.
So now he's paranoid. But I do have a ring of truth telling. A 10. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate the honesty. I do.
Yeah, look, I don't really remember the names because I just thought they were dumb names. If you want me to look again, so I can give you them, it's fine. But it was something along that ones. But it just said they were great comfort to him. Okay, it just seemed like. I mean, you saw it's all tear soaked and stuff.
It is,
I mean-
yeah. Real stricken author.
Look, if you want, I mean, we could just go find like a comprehend language scroll and then you could just read it.
Comprehend language scroll.
You know what it means? Is there like a reading thing?
Guess that makes sense. I'm not too sure. Look, as a semblance of the trust we're looking to repair that you damaged, mind you,
Oh yeah.
I had a thought after
Sure.
looking at the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Think maybe if we can dispel the magic on it, it may reveal the final chapters. After looking at that page, I think it may be some sort of protective sigil. It's a magic word. I think it's obscuring those last pages, whatever it is. And
No.
I wanted to run out, see if we had the option of a dispel magic scroll, if it's available. But honestly, you're a bit more knowledgeable on the weave and arcane. I wanted to see if you think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I just honestly thought it was probably some weird shorthand, but
It
yeah,
seems
well, you
different than that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not
do
too
you
worldly.
know where we could find a scroll?
Yes. I figured that out. Again, before I executed on anything, I did want to check with you. I think it is probably for the best. We try to be transparent with each other.
For the sake of the job, yes.
Would
Well,
have
let's
been
go
really
try and
funny if you had turned invisible. Like, I'm as transparent as possible.
just disappear on him.
From atop your horse.
Ooh, it's a horse on its own. He's scared. Well, yeah, let's just try and get a scroll. And if you know where one's at, you know, you call me the master of words. I'm sure I could swindle someone down.
That's fine. That's fine. I had coin for it, but honestly, after hearing it and thinking it through, I didn't know if it was the best thing to just pull the trigger on. I did want to consult you. Felt like the right call.
Insight.
Oh, you guys are so funny.
16.
16.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I won't even roll against it. That you, but the 16 feels like he's telling the truth.
It's like, oh. Just like, oh fuck, something must be really wrong.
He's not lying to me? What is this?
All right. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, I again just figured it was some weird shorthand stuff, but yeah, I mean, if you think it's something magical holding it, dispelling it would be a big help.
Okay. Well, we'll make our way that direction. We'll investigate it. And I did also want to say that I was a bit short when I blew up. And I don't think you're entirely wrong about us at least fully knowing what we're handing over to the lady. What if it's a trap? What if it's cursed? We best at least do what we can, right? Fully investigate it. It's our job.
I mean, I could have told you about the last page, but honestly, look, you just served the lady for your own reasons. I'm trying to get ahead, okay? Do you think it's brown nose you're schmoozing or lying? That's how you get places, okay? You show up with results. But also, when we were walking around that tower, I think Dry might think she's been kidnapped and stuck here. So use that however you want. We tried to go through the portal. You know, I've always wanted to see the Fey realm. And the door's locked. And she kind of had a moment of maybe she was stuck here. I was just like, hey, maybe don't worry about it for today. But Sammy could probably use it. Don't worry, Ivy. I'd never leave you here. You're so cute. Yes, you are.
Does a little like hoof stomps on the ground. So are you guys gonna backtrack to get that scroll and then make your way to the house?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you sure you don't want me to talk him down on the price?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's 200 gold. I mean, once we leave here, what does gold even matter to me?
It's fair. It's like, oh, God. Means a lot to me. Yeah. I mean, what is even gold? Hey, you don't need gold out here?
I mean, out here, sure, but I have plenty of coin. Once I'm back with the lady, the expenses aren't really a thing when you're in her service. Hopefully, something you'll get to learn soon once you've proven your skills and become her apprentice, right?
That's fair. I guess I always just like to have a contingency. It's neither here nor there. It's just something I've learned.
I just feel like when you try to plan too much, they just all end up going to shit.
That has seemed to be the case a lot lately. Well, let's get the scroll. Let's get back for anybody wonders what we've been up to.
Good call. Here, follow me. It's over this way.
Go.
Don't do the trot thing. Just
Okay.
gently ride behind me.
All right. I'll walk it. And he gets off his horse. I'll just grab the reins and walk.
It's called a
Clip,
canter.
Clip clop.
Clip
clop.
It is.
Clip clop.
Two coconuts from.
Yeah.
Monty
So I
Python.
imagined earlier.
Yeah.
Gotta canter the horse. Canter it.
Okay.
As we head back to the scroll shop, do the purchasing. Grant, there's like a sentence, some words that Durth said that he just keeps thinking about. He's hung up on, and you just have to do what you have to do to get ahead. Let's get that spell scroll.
So you can go ahead and add that spell scroll and take off 200 gold.
Boop, boop, boop. Thank you very much, kindly person. No tip. Let's head out.
This is the same person from earlier.
Magister's still gonna hear about that.
You get paid off commission, right?
You don't act like it.
Part of the, the nature of selling spell scrolls. I only make money when I sell them.
Very patronizing. Kill it if you want.
Pay him in platinum, bling bling.
Ooh.
Toss it. Take my spell scroll. Head outside. Durth is probably back on the horse already. It's like, you have to be kidding me.
Hey, I thought you just wanted me to walk it here.
Told you to be 2 seconds.
Yeah, but it's 2 seconds. I'm not bonding with the horse.
I mean, okay. We're going back to the house. If you really want to, ride ahead to the house, do your thing. I'm probably just gonna walk.
He'll like squint his eyes a little bit and then be like, "Fuck it," and he,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll wait for you outside.
You won't. It's okay.
I know. Ivy, we have to be quick. We have to get inside the house before Grant sees.
Hilarious.
I'll give you the tour.
We pull away from Durith riding Ivy off into the distance. We'll focus back in on the tower as
Okay.
Durina and Alexi reach the training room doors.
And then I pull out my gun.
They would I feel like this would want to be one of the few doors that they don't have locked because it's just a training room. But before opening the doors, Alexi would reach into their robes and pull out one of these Niffin boxes. You have seen these before, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we built one.
that's right.
Yeah, it was Grant and Durith that had not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To show you all the picture
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, we have seen these.
You would notice this one seems to be bigger than the other
Oh.
ones you've seen.
Okay.
As they hand it over to you, going, you remember how to use this, correct?
I believe I could. I think I remember for the most part.
I really do have a strong feeling it's going to work this time. So, be prepared.
Just let me know when to charge it, so we can be prepared and make it as quick as possible.
I would say as soon as you see them, as soon as you see Roy Dark, start charging.
All right. And are you sure this is going to work this time? I don't want you to get your hopes up. How positive are you?
I'm confident this time. Took me a while, but I remembered what truly connects us.
All right. And she'll go ahead and activate her dragon constellation, my starry form.
That is such a perfect gift for this.
Hold on.
Raven and nervously chewing
Oh,
gum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my dragon constellation, starry form. Last 10 minutes, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's what I was like. It lasts for a while, so
Yeah. So you guys step into the room. Alexei kind of gets into the middle of the room, telling you to stand back a little bit, but stay within range, of course.
Hi.
Which the box has a bit of range on it,
Yeah, it's got
so.
30 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Uh,
I'll stand at like a 20 to 25, somewhere in that range. I don't want to be at the very edge.
as Alexei steps into the center of the training room. They just effortlessly do some crazy tutting with their fingers, having these circles and sigils drawn up on the floor with magic.
Go ahead and cast guidance on myself. Just in preparation, because it also lasts for a minute.
Just in case.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's about to happen, so...
They'd probably step back about 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would see them do another gesture where they kind of like one of their hands just kind of they kind of do a little like curl inward, and then with their right hand, and then their left hand sort of like crosses over, kind of making a cross. And as they're doing these movements, you would see almost like music stanzas kind of like forming around their hands in this very, monotone black and white color.
They singing that same song that they were last time?
We're getting there.
Oh, okay.
And as they snap their fingers, I have a song. So let me know when you have this open and at 0, and then I'll count us down.
Okay, I have it ready. Hold on, let me pause my music here.
I feel like everyone should open this.
Okay.
Yeah, I got mine up.
Just let me know when to hit play.
Wait, I'm not close. Hold on. What? I gotta manually type these things because I don't have. I'm using Discord on my phone. Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
Let me actually open it up in YouTube. I was just gonna play it off of Discord, but I was like, let's not do that.
This is partly why I was a little upset I didn't have another song for the other one, because I already had this song, but I was like, oh, but this is the one that's actually gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay, I am ready now.
All right, is everyone ready?
Oh.
I know Chad's gone. Is Chance ready? Okay.
Just
3. Well, I'll start it on play.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, play. And it would also be interesting, they're singing, but there is this secondary voice.
I remember that last time there was like a dual tone. You were telling me there was.
But this time it's a feminine and a male voice.
Ah, okay.
Okay, sorry. So they continue these motions for a little bit, kind of like creating more stanzas of music that start like wrapping around them before they finish, as the music has started playing. And you can almost see like, like a follow the lyrics kind of thing, where it like lights up on the stanza of where it's playing.
Okay.
Why don't you give me an insight check?
Insight. Okay. Hold on. What did the dice roll? So because I'm in dragon form, it is a 17 because I cannot roll lower than a 9 while in dragon form on the dice roll for wisdom and for intelligence and wisdom checks. So it is a 17.
The tone of this song is very different from the other one.
Okay.
Whereas the other one felt more like a lullaby. This song has much more emotion behind it. You've probably never seen the Magister expressing this much emotion before.
Okay. I mean, I've only known them for like, a month, so that's probably to be expected.
Yeah, but even then, like,
Sure, I know. I'm giving.
they're very, very monotone.
Yeah.
Very, very straight faced. You almost get the feeling that this might be some sort of like love song.
Oh, okay.
And as the drums start to come in like it does with this song, there would be this weird, well, I guess give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. Arcana. So again, because I am a dragon, it is a base 10.
Okay.
Base 10. Because it's an intelligence roll.
So it's an
Cannot
11.
roll. No, it's a 10. It's a 9 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the number rolled cannot be lower than a 9. So. Oh wait, no. It is a 10, so it'd be 11. So I can't
Okay.
roll lower than a 10. So.
You definitely feel this weird,
specifically that passage. So you don't have to
Okay.
read the block of text.
You get this weird sense of like static. It almost starts like making your hairs stand on end.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel this surge of magic before hearing like a thunder strike, but not seeing any. Well, I mean, I guess there would be a flash centered at that circle that the Magister had previously created.
Okay.
And within a moment after that thunderous strike, you would see standing before you the blah, 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 the
Yeah.
Niffin-like visage of Roydark.
That's because I was waiting for this. I'm gonna start to charge the box.
Do you wanna say the little bit?
Oh, well, I gotta charge it first, right?
Oh shit, yeah, that's true. You gotta charge it, and then you say that as you release it.
Yeah.
So you begin pouring your magic into it.
And I think as just instinctually, as part of pouring my magic into this, for the first time this campaign, just out of I think my necrotic shroud as the wings, the featherless, flightless wings kind of start to sprout from my back.
Almost kind of mixing with your starry form a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. As your wings sprout and you pour your magic into this box, you'd see Roydark look up, so you can see the raw power of the weave just like underneath his skin, almost showing itself glowing in certain spots, just very much like the lighting of like water shining through, or light shining through water, but it's like on their skin.
Disgusting.
We have a song playing if you want to go back and listen to it, Chad. This is the song that the Magister would be using to summon Roydark.
Because it's a song that never ends. It goes on.
And as you start charging this box, the music would cut off. And you would just see the Magister almost speechless as Raydark looks up and goes, "Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it?" So they kind of tilt their head. You've got the box charged now.
Okay.
Yeah, but it only takes an action, but this is all very quick stuff happening.
Okay. I wasn't sure, like, so as I see it, like, kind of pouring what magic I can into it, it wings out, dragon form, kind of taking over the almost stellar visage of almost like an angelic dragon, almost kind of mixing in this way that it's not supposed to. um I'll It's that middle one, right above the 30-foot. Is that the phrase?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
yeah.
The sulak. Okay.
Yeah, you guys say it 3 times.
Yeah. Yep. So as she goes to speak, almost in this like similar dual tone, but less of like a dual tone and more of almost like this ethereal, almost echoiness. Her voice kind of uh, takes form, and she kind of is almost struggling to keep the magic contained as she's charging this box. Let me make sure I get that get the accent right. Sulakmila, I bind thee. Sulakmila, I bind thee. Sulakmila, I bind thee. And I will invoke the binding.
As this beam shoots out towards the visage of Raydark.
Do I need to make any checks? I guess this.
He's the one that needs to make a check.
Ah, okay. Oof.
The beam hits Raydark, and you can see it start to try and suck them in, almost like the I guess it would be somewhat like a Pokeball, like you'd see like their form starting to like shift into like this light color.
Okay.
And you just hear Raydark scream out, "No, Ravafina, no!" As it, and now this Niffin box is white hot in your hands, as Raydark has been sucked inside of it. Do you keep holding onto it? It's hot.
I mean, I feel like dropping it. I don't think she wants to drop it, but let's see. Like a con save maybe, to see if she can hold on to it, like just out of like just trying to, because she's gonna try and hand it to Alexi rather than dropping this thing. She doesn't know how this stuff works, so.
You're gonna try and hot potato it over.
Kinda, yeah. Well, honestly, like even if she takes damage, she's gonna try and hold on to it. She is resistant to radiant, if that matters. I don't know if this is radiant or if this is like fire or if this is just fucking untyped arcane damage. I don't know what this is, but she's gonna try and hold on to it, yeah, even with as hot as it is.
All right, give me a con check
You said a check?
or a saving throw.
I was kind of hoping for a check. I can use guidance on a check. It's just like any bonus I can get, I'll take. Okay, I'm not terrible at these. Is this like a concentration?
It's more that this.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, just the feeling is
I'm
like this
squeezing
box
here.
is now all of a sudden has
Yes.
turned into a piece of hot iron that
All
you just
right.
pulled out of a fire.
17.
Okay, you managed to hold on to it.
That's fine.
But
If I take damage, I take damage. That's like
it's hurting you.
yeah. And then I'm gonna like as I'm holding it, like just struggling, my hands probably like sizzling.
You can
I'm just gonna
hear that sizzle as you take 3 points
Yeah.
of just arcane damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of hold on to it, look up to Alexi and go, I think it works. Take it. It's... Please, before I drop it. I don't know what it happened.
As you hand it over, Alexi takes it. It's still white hot as it sizzles in their hand. They're holding this larger than normal Niffin box.
Yeah.
You can see it's very brightly glowing along all of these markings and runes. So they just kind of hold it and stare at it.
Think about this time.
More sizzling as it's
just with
they're holding it in their hand.
Just with the draining of energy that I assume that probably took for her to hold it all in. Not also, I don't know if she realized that her wings came out, but they would slowly kind of start to fold and kind of merge back into her. Just with the kind of exhaustion and shock of everything, and as she kind of starts to come back to herself a little bit, I think it would just merge naturally. Like I said, I don't even think she noticed or would realize that they were out in the first place.
Mm-hmm. You're deep breathing, finding that took a lot more out of you than you were expecting for some reason.
Oh. So is it done? What do we do now? Do we go from here?
As it cools off. The Magister's just staring at this thing as it's still kind of like it's a bit less now, but you can tell it's still causing them damage. Like their hand is starting to look a little fucked right now.
It's not much, but perhaps I can help you. I'll lay like if he'll allow or if they'll allow, I'll set like my hand right on like their wrist, and I will do my healing hands. From and try and just give like 7 back. Some of that like ASMR angelic just nature kind of channels through as the last of it as as my wings are like folding back in, using that will kind of finish off the folding in as almost as if the last bit of like angelic blood kind of leaves out of my system. It's not much, but it's probably the best I can do.
Thank you. I was expecting that to work, but I didn't think that would go so smoothly.
Hoping to work, but maybe not expecting it.
I need you guys to know the DC was a 17.
Nice. Ooh. Close.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, that really just happened. Okay. The box seems to no longer be harming them. But it definitely definitely has power in there now, unlike before.
Yeah.
And Alexei has not taken their eyes off the box.
So what are you going to do with it? I don't really know how this stuff works. Still learning.
Well, for now, it's best that he's not wandering around doing Lord knows or gods know what. Um, there's, some have theorized of ways to try and restore Niffin back, but
I don't mean to pry, but is that a particularly good idea? Seems like the kind of thing that might turn someone into an Niffin, at least from the small bits that I know.
yes, that's kind of why most people don't try it anymore.
Then it's not really my place, but should you even consider trying it then? I quite frankly still don't quite know what just happened. But I've just put it this way, I know what it's like to lose some family. Sometimes they're just gone.
Indeed. Sometimes they're just gone. Well, guess I better put this somewhere safe.
Probably a good idea.
Um, you're you're free to go if you'd like.
I think I'd like that. It's been, honestly, crazy the last 24 hours. And I don't know if it's adrenaline or perhaps last night catching up with me. Perhaps a bit of both. But I could already use some more rest. Seems crazy. I haven't been up for that long, and yet here I am, drained. Is it always like that? It's exhausting. Or is that a kind of unique, special occasion?
I think that may have been as I made this box a little special.
Well, at least I know next time. Hopefully it won't be that hard. Keyword is hopefully. And then I'm gonna kind of turn to leave, and then like as I get to the door of the training room, I'm gonna turn around and I'm just gonna say, "Don't go train anything that'll I'd hate to have to try that with you, or find someone that knows you as well as you knew them. I know I couldn't make a box for you. And then I'll leave. And I will make my
kind of want to let that your 16 insight, or no, your 15 insight, right? Oh yeah,
So
no,
it would
was,
actually be
it
18.
was 18.
Yeah, because I couldn't roll lower than a 10. So it'd be 10 plus 8.
It all happened so fast, but maybe as you're walking up the stairs on your long walk back up.
Yeah.
I just want to see if was there anything weird about what happened there as a player? Did you notice something? I mean, I'll give it to you if you didn't, but
it seemed really out of character for Alexi. Perhaps like wait, there was singing in a male and female voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And now
with the
that
goodbye,
you're thinking on it, and you got a little bit of
because
their
Roy Dark
voice,
also said,
it sounded like Roy Dark.
Oh, okay.
The singing did?
Yes.
It was Roy Dark and
yeah, because neither of those voices were Alexi's.
Yeah, it was a duet between Roy Dark and his and Alexi's mom, which Rosefina for what the fuck's her name? It's
I think you got it. I think
Rosefina? It is
Ravafina.
Raza. Ah, okay. I was like, to me, like it sounded close, like it's close, but it also doesn't sound right. Like, why am I? Okay.
I'll show you guys her picture one more time because you have seen
was
her art piece hanging up in the tower.
Yeah, Ravafina and Roy Dark. Yeah, those are the two voices that we heard.
Yeah, now that you're leaving, it's starting to like hit you because everything happened so fast. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So what do you do once you exit the tower?
I am going back home. I might stop and grab a bottle of rum somewhere, but actually, nah, she's pretty alcoholed out after the last night. I think she's just gonna go home. She's just like, today's been a lot. I've been up for like 2 hours, and it's already been a lot. I just want to go back to sleep. Like,
As Darina makes her way back the tower or back to the house, very lost in thought.
Yeah, a little bit.
I imagine Dry and Houdini probably got back to the house first.
I think so, compared to everyone else's tasks.
It'd probably be like 5 minutes after you guys got there that Durith comes riding up.
The horse purchase went fairly well.
It did. They even gave me a discount. This is Ivy.
Hello, Ivy.
Hi, Horsey.
Yeah. I just gotta give Ivy a quick house tour before Grant gets home because he'll be mad.
Just out of curiosity, how many spell slots did I burn, charge, and all that? Like all of them?
You used locate object.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it uses magic to charge the thing or not.
Oh, that's it. Normally, it's only a cantrip,
Okay.
but this box was different, so that's
Yeah.
actually a good point. This one would have taken a first level spell slot.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I was willing to freaking go all the way as high as 3.
I think at most this one would probably be second.
Well, then I'll take a second. That seemed pretty intense.
Yeah, because this one, it did have a higher DC than the normal Niffin boxes.
Yeah.
Use prestidigitation to clean up after the horse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does your horse know how to like wipe her hooves? Because I think Grant will figure it out like pretty quick.
I'm not quite sure what Ivy's capable of yet. I'll try and teach it to wipe its hooves. How's your church thing go?
Definitely did not.
Did you set it on fire? Did you do some cleansing,
At
Houdini?
least
Yeah?
not yet. We are going to do some kind of communion tomorrow, before around sunrise, at the West Gate, with our new turtle friend Atrox. He's
Yeah, he's like an old
and a
turtle
servant
who likes
of
to
the
stand on ladders
Wild
and
Mother.
water plants. Yeah.
Is that like blasphemy for you, though? Can you do that?
I mean, the flame is kind of an amalgamation.
Is your god cool
of
with you
an
hanging out with other
affinity of
gods?
different individuals anyway, so I would assume that, I mean, probably no problems in helping others. That's kind of the mission, right?
Yeah, and it's not just one way, because like the turtle is gonna help Houdini with like Houdini stuff
see
too.
if Tigger wanted to come
So
and partake in some of the mysticism. No. Just,
Do you have to like pay to be a part of this mysticism, or just like? Sounds like a terrible.
So I mean, I figured
he said you have to be a true believer.
To yourself, Grant. Neither of you seem to be people of faith, if you will.
I mean, you're not wrong. But also, I feel like you never asked.
And also, like, you have a horse to take care of now. That's like a lot. Like, you gotta get to know Ivy and like what she can and can't do, and how you're gonna convince Grant to let her sleep in your room. Like, you've got a full plate, bud.
Except for the time,
In fact, how
now
did
you have
you
that
convince
blood or
Grant
flea, you
to
probably
let you
understand.
let Ivy into the house? By the way, I'm pretty sure he was strictly against horses in the house.
Oh, he doesn't know, but he said I could ride ahead, so I'm just trying to be really quick. Ivy, don't eat that. Oh God.
She's just found a random blanket to start munching on.
That's a horse blanket now. Quick, let me show you my room before he gets up. It's like Step Brothers when they run up the stairs.
I don't know if the horse could go up the stairs.
We get halfway.
Let's get an animal handling.
Yeah, because it's a spiral staircase.
Oh no!
Jump it.
Getting onto the first floor like isn't a problem, because the stairs are just normal there. But as far as going up,
fair.
And as long as you guys are indeed heading back to the house, I'll let you guys come in when you think. So I
You know
feel
what?
like with all of this happening consecutively,
He'll get to the spiral stairs and realize it's not gonna. I'll have to show you another time, Ivy.
I'll just shortly, like while the horse is inside, and like as you're coming back down the stairs, that's when I'll walk in. Looking even more exhausted than the previous night somehow, and then she'll just walk in, see a horse in the house, and then she'll just
like too tired to question it.
Yeah, she just kind of like rubs her temple a little bit, closes her eyes, looks up again, just kind of rubs and just goes, I am far too tired to deal with this right now.
Oh,
Good luck.
Didn't
And she's just
wanna,
gonna go like sit down
okay,
on like the couch.
In and out that one.
I'm just on the couch inside. I didn't leave.
Oh, I did assume you went up to your room. So
No, well, there's a horse blocking the stairs.
For now.
Nah, she's just chilling in the living room.
All right, Ivy. I'll just have to describe my room to you. Come on, let's get you outside before it gets in.
That's why I said you should shrink her. Just make her small enough to put in your pocket.
I need to find this spell.
Mm-hmm.
What spell are you looking for?
A shrink horse spell.
I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
Maybe you could like commission someone to make a scroll for you.
That's fair. Someone's got to know how to do this. Maybe
the Magister. They're like the most magic person.
That's fair. He's like pondering. He's like, all right, well, come on, Ivy. Let's get you outside. Let me show you where Grant is demanding you stay.
Does this house have a stable of some kind?
There was like I think an overhead car park thing that he was
going to carry. I was going to say.
Stall.
We had something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's more of like an overhang to park a cart in for now, but you can convert it to a stable.
So I guess I'll go hitch up Ivy and start working on converting that.
I think like a quarter mile before getting to the house, Grant would probably just try to dispel the book, like in a side alleyway, if that's even possible.
Mm-hmm.
He's like gaming out when the hell he's even gonna do this before nightfall. He hasn't even made dinner yet.
He's a busy boy.
So if there would be a spot he could like just slink off to and try to dispel with this scroll, and probably not like check it out too much, but at least be like, what is it now? Oh, okay. All right. I'll put that back in my pocket. If available.
I feel like it'd be pretty easy to find the little back alley if you want to do it like that, or if you're trying to actually like go in somewhere. I don't know.
Probably just back alley. I mean, if he thinks he like sees a spot and like dips into it and feels at least secluded enough for 3 minutes, he'll try to pull out the spell scroll and get it done.
Hey, you in the trench coat? What are you doing in that book?
Spider climb up the wall onto the roofs right away.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where my knowledge as a dungeon master is failing me a little bit. Can you even use a spell scroll? You don't have to be like a magic cat, right? Or
so normally you have to be able to cast magic, and it has to be on your spell list normally. But yeah, it's up to DM. Every world's different. I personally hate that that's how it is, but Stupid.
Each their own. Grant would have no idea. He has probably maybe seen people use spell scrolls, and he's like, "How hard could it be?"
I guess for fun, then let's roll me an Arcana. Let's see if you can actually figure this out, or if you're gonna need help. A 4. You're kind of not even sure where to begin, because it's referencing like the somatic components that you need, and it's saying shit like you need to start with Poplar 45 and move into Novinsky 62, and you're just like, what does that even mean?
I hate Novinsky 60.
I'll pack it up and head back to the house.
Do you need my assistance? You make your way back to the house. Do you think Durith would get the horse out in time, or?
Oh, I like to think like as he's approaching, he just sees Durith leading the horse out of the front.
Grant, you walk up to this scene.
I see you learned I was right. You decided to take the horse out of the house. I'm impressed.
It was just a quick tour, but yeah, we had some problem with the stairs.
I'm sure you did. Hey, who would have seen that coming? You know, it was an unforeseen problem.
I know, who would have thought? So I think what I'm going to do is take those stairs out.
Just put like a ramp, like a series of ramps. Just go up there.
Is this outside or is this
in the front yard?
We're probably right outside the front door with it still wide open.
Oh, okay. As you say, we can get rid of the stairs. Drain will just go, I would like to be able to... That's British. I'd like to be able to get to my room, please. It's like that. Wrong country. But yeah. I'd rather you not. I'd like to be able to get up to my room, please.
We call like slumber party in the living room. It'd be fun. Okay.
Fine. You know I don't really have time to argue today. Nor am I in the mood.
I can't do any light construction right now.
Well, those of us that sleep in the basement, me, no issue with this. Do whatever you need with those stairs going up there.
Thank you. All right, come on, Ivy. Let me go hit you up. Let me show you your outdoor home. For now. I'll go hitch Ivy up outside. I'm going to come back in.
Yeah, Grant will head on in.
Tie her up against the post over here. Make sure she's got some water and food.
I put down the slightly eaten blanket that she had. And then while I'm out there, I'll probably just shoot a message to Grant. Like, hey, when did you want to try and dispel that book? No rush. I just know you have to hand it off tonight.
Yeah, I have no idea. I tried to do it. Turns out I don't know magic. I knew that, but I didn't think it'd be that hard. It's a stupid piece of parchment. But yeah, I guess I don't know. Come over into the kitchen whenever you're done with your horse. What was his name again?
Her name is Ivy, and maybe you just tell the group you gotta make sure I'm not doing anything ridiculous. He has some self-awareness.
Oh, what a believable story.
Well, just tell me look. I'll make some loud ass noise like I'm doing something heavy duty construction, and you be like, "Oh God," and then
I think you're gonna draw out more than just me. Just hang out there for a minute, and then I'll come in to pull you in. All right, how about that?
That's
just stay
fair.
out there.
Okay. Hear loud ass noise anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Power tools, safety toothbrush.
Yeah, I guess after 10, 15 minutes, he probably uses that time to go like start prepping. It's probably past lunchtime, so like start at least prepping for like dinner bits. And then
Yeah, it's probably like 2, 3 o'clock at this point.
head out in a huff, probably saying, Durith, he's just going to spend all day outside with this horse. He said he'd help me. And go out and get him. Here's spell scroll. Here's journal. The spell scroll, it's complete gibberish. It says something about a position 40. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Magic is a little finicky.
It's really stupid, honestly.
Fair, for those who don't know it.
Doesn't make sense.
Looking at the first somatic component that it's referencing, Poplar 45, it's literally just like, that means to cross your ring finger over your pointer finger. And that's like part of the first step of like where you start. And you're just like, this is basic. Come on.
And as you're like looking it over, like Grant will probably say one more time, maybe in a message. And again, Durith, building trust. So if something wild happens or you see something that I may not see, we're supposed to be working together.
Okay, well, all right. And then he'll flip to the first page and just quickly be like, okay, so Marzipan and Carmichael. There's Marzalin and Carmike.
Marzalin and Carmike. Hey, good to know. Good clarification.
Okay, just to clarify that off. Let me try. And then I guess I'll try to use the scroll. You need an Arcana?
You just set it on fire.
I would say because you are a spellcaster, you don't need an Arcana. But this is still going to work like how a normal Dispel Magic would work.
It's an ability modifier check based on, if it's a scroll, it would be the spellcaster who created the skull. That's what the DC would be based on, or the check.
Mm.
I don't know how you want to do it, but that's how it
Guide me, God.
typically is. Again, it's your world. I don't know how shit works. It's your world. I'm just living in it.
I'm just playing with it.
Yeah, something like that.
Hands above the table.
That would be plus the spell's level. It's got to at least be 3rd level. Okay. Part of it was trying to figure out like what level is the illusion spell at that's on it.
Right?
Because I suddenly realized I was like, I did not think about that. So you take a minute going over the spell scroll. Maybe kind of practice the somatic components just kind of like reflexively, just to make sure like you have it down first. As you go and you're like, okay, I think I have it now. Done with your little practices. As you cast it and you feel the energy surging through you, you can see the page, the scroll itself, like being I guess essentially, yeah, like turning to dust as you feel the magic like being pulled into you from the scroll.
Magic.
And then you push this dispel magic into the journal. And you would see that illusory image of the wood carving handy guide just start to crack and then psh, be gone. It just looks like a normal black leather journal now.
It was inconspicuous, I guess. Let's check out that last page.
Yeah. Let's see if we got anything in the last half of the book, honestly.
Oh yeah, huh? I guess those other pages could be something.
Yeah.
I'll quickly thumb to the last page. Well, the last one I had written.
With us coming up on 6:00, and also honestly, I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna dispel this or send it to the lady to have her look at it. I want to make sure I have all my thoughts properly in line for this last page. I want to do another like writing for it, like I did with the first page. Because like I essentially know what's there, but I don't want to just say things and then end up like giving too much,
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
So I think that's where we're gonna wrap up today.
Cool.
Woo!
Oh, that was sick. I was like, you did a very good job. That was awesome. That scene with the Niffin box, bruh. I was literally shaking. Like, I'm not even
I
kidding.
didn't think that was gonna go so well. I thought there was gonna be a little bit of a scuffle.
That was so stressful. Like, I was like, I'm gonna die here. Like, I don't, because the way that you've talked about Niffins, and especially this one in particular, I'm like, this is not gonna go. We're gonna get. I was like, thankfully Alexi's here. Maybe I'm not fucked, but I was like, I've only got 38 hit points. That's like one disintegrate spell, and I'm gone. Like bye. So, dude, I was literally like shit. I was like, that's why I was like, Dragon Form, guidance. I need every boost or anything I can give myself here.
For sure.
That Dragon Form was pretty clutch too for the insights and everything.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, Dragon Form is so freaking good. It's just like, it's so good because like concentration checks. So that like 9 or lower counts as a 10 is for intelligence and wisdom checks and constitution saves for concentration. What's really cool about that is that also applies to things like Dispel Magic, because for me, Dispel Magic is a wisdom check. So I can't basically, if I'm in Dragon Form, even at base, a level 3 Dispel will always dispel level 5 spell or lower. So that's where it's like, it's such a good form, and the other forms are super good too. Like, I love Stellar Druids, man. Star Druids are so freaking good.
I'm curious now that some info has gotten out. What are people's theories?
Oh boy,
that Grant is trying to become a magister and push me out.
It's like the farthest thing from what Grant wants.
That's what somebody would say who's trying to take my job.
I think at this point, Dorina just doesn't want the Magister to die, like kill himself, trying to like fucking, well, not even do that. At this point, she's like, oh boy, they might Niffin, like, like this, especially when they were like, there's theories to bring him back from a Niffin. I'm like, oh, hold up, like, Darina may not be smart, but she's got some good wisdom. So it's just like, maybe let's not do that. All right, like.
Matt thinks that Alexei has his mom's soul.
Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with the ritual and with everything, especially if she died, I don't think she died during childbirth. I think she became one with Alexei.
Yep, it was like that's what I was thinking. It's more like a fusion process than anything.
That's what I think. In her magic, and that's partly why like they're very magically inclined, because not only is it their magic but also their mother's. That's kind of so you almost like you have two very strong sources of magic that have combined into one.
Yeah, I think they tried their little 6-finger experiment, and they like realized like, oh, you have to have a lot of power to use a lot of power, and they're like, how do we do that, man? They're like, we fuse them, man, and then he has 6 fingers and he doesn't explode, man.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I think.
It's crazy. It's fun because like I think it's funny because like Darina's got like her own shit, but like what's funny is Darina really likes the party, like genuinely. It just keeps getting pulled away to do shit, and it's just like, ugh, all right. Like,
I want to hang out with my friends.
Yeah, like legit, it's like, I gotta go to work today. They're all out having fun on the town, man. Like. Like that's a little bit what it is. It's just the busy friend. Like, meanwhile, all you guys got your own shit going on. Like,
I don't think you were here for it, but earlier I was talking about Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, some main character Goku is. He's always gone.
Oh yeah,
that's what
I was here for that. I was here for that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's apt. Yeah, that's kind of what Darina's doing.
Darina is our Goku.
I don't even necessarily know if she's the main character. Like, she's just an important one.
No, yeah, just like the fact that she's the one person most committed to the Magister and like what's going on with.
What's funny? She's really not like.
You are though. Like you're being tracked and you're on call and like.
I think especially after this,
their dad.
So I think after this too, and that like. Incident there, I definitely like cares for them a bit more. Like that was like she saw the vulnerability there and is like, this person's desperate. Like desperation does bad things to people.
He's a mama spoilers, his dad.
So like it's just like, ooh, this isn't good. So it's interesting because she didn't really care that much, but now she might, but less of like I'll learn from this dude, and more of like this person's probably not safe. Like maybe I'm in no need, and that's why when she left, she was like, I can't. If something bad happens to you, I can't help you. Like, I don't think anybody can. That's kind of like what she was saying. She's like, I don't know if I could find someone to make a box for you. Like,
there's so much I want to say, but I can't say anything.
Oh, I know. The
pain of being DM.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That's why I like one shots, because I'm like, okay, here's everything I was thinking.
Yeah. But anyway, I have got to dip out of here. So that honestly, that great session. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next month.
Planning.
Good game.
I've literally had that sort of that little incident, as you put it, in my head for months.
Nice.
And it went so much smoother than I expected it to.
Dice, man. Dice. That's all I get, you know?
Same with the journal. I put that as a specifically you needed to roll a 19. And what did Durith roll? A fucking 19.
Exactly 19.
That's funny. Dice, man. Dice tell the story. We're just living in it, you know?
All
right. I will catch you guys later.
Have fun.
Deuces. He's not gonna catch us later.
But hey, you have your horse.
Damn right I do.
His character arc is complete.
I had done character development. Now I can ride off into the sunset.
Earth and Ivy together forever.
Try to modify this house a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
For now.
Do it. I fucking dare you.
Now.
See what,
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We gotta go back to Lady Vane. You gonna bring a goddamn horse?
Yes.
Think she's gonna be cool with that? You know how much time you're gonna spend in her tower if you're her apprentice? This poor horse is gonna be sitting in the stables for weeks.
I ride it every day. Plus, I'll let it be her now. Okay. Maybe she loves
I
horses.
will be Lady Vane.
Yeah, maybe it's like horse therapy and she chills the fuck out.
Ever think of that?
No, because I was thinking about your cooking.
Selfish. That's what you are. I can't wait for our communion thing. I hope we get something out of it.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I hope we don't have to set set a church on fire. So we don't have to. I hope we don't have to.
You're not setting on fire,
cleanse this
chance you're
church.
cleansing it.
I hope we do.
I'm still very curious as to what this grave danger is. I mean, Grant and Durith are such great people, and we're doing such good deeds. Can't imagine. Imagine. He
Everything's
definitely
great.
doesn't seem like that.
Alexi's not gonna
so-
tempt the gods. It's fine.
He's got 6 fingers.
Not gonna try to bring somebody back
Just gonna tell him what
from
he's capable
from
of.
the dead. I'm sure.
I think that's what their dad did. And that's how mom got moved into their kid.
Mama's weird
And that's
daddy issues.
why their dad niffed out.
But he died in childbirth, and wasn't he writing in the book till Alexi was like 15?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
I
yeah.
think,
And the mom died in, well, quote unquote.
yeah. Mom was dead in the moment Alexi was born.
Or was she? Bum, bum, bum. She's been
Find out
alive
next week.
this whole time.
Next
Dragon
month.
Ball Z. Craig.
I guess we could say goodbye to Craig.
Bye, Greg.
You, Craig.
Bye, Craig.